Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing a book haul for you guys. These are going to be all the books that I have accumulated since my birthday book haul, I believe. This is going to be a combination of both books and manga, so I'll quickly go through all the manga first because it won't take me very long, and then I'll do all the books. The first things of manga I got are going to be book 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the Death Note series by Sugumi Oba and Takeshi Obata, I think. These are all the books that I need to complete the series, and each one there are 2 volumes. I have started volume 6, so I'm a little bit over halfway through the 3rd book, but when I'm finished with this whole series, I will be watching the anime and then doing a anime and manga review for you guys. If you guys don't know, Death Note is about this guy named Light Yagami who finds this thing called the Death Note, and basically when you write someone's name in the Death Note, they die. You can specify how they die or when they die, but they do end up dying. And the series is really so much fun because of the whole aspect of, is Light gonna get caught? Is he not gonna get caught? Who's dying? Who's not gonna die? It's very interesting, very enthralling. I have really enjoyed it so far, and we'll see if I continue to like it just as much as the series progresses. And the only other thing of manga that I got this time is going to be All You Need Is Kill, which is volumes 1 and 2, and that's the complete series. And the art for this one is the same artist that did the art in Death Note, so I wanted to continue along and see his artwork in another story. And I've heard a lot of good things about this manga series, and I've also heard that it's just not as popular as it should be. I think this one is actually about this guy who continuously fights in this war, and every day he dies and then he wakes up and does it all again over and over again, and then he wants to break the pattern or something, so he's gonna have to win the battle to break the pattern. I am hoping to check it out, and I'll let you guys know what I think when I read it. Now on to all the novels that I got. I don't know if the lighting changed or what, but it looks kind of weird. The first book I was sent by Tor, and that is going to be The Collapsing Empire by John Scalzi. I love John Scalzi's science fiction Old Man's War series. It's one of my favorite science fiction series that I've read so far. It's incredibly easy to get into, and it's not too crazy with the science fiction, so you can definitely understand it if you are not very knowledgeable in science, or you have been wanting to try science fiction, but you haven't jumped into it yet. The Old Man's War is the good one, and this is the first book that's being published by John Scalzi after he got this new deal with Tor, so I'm excited to see what this new science fiction story will entail. And this comes out on March 21st, so hopefully I will have this read before it comes out and have a review for you guys to check out. Next, I was sent Of Sand and Malice Made by Bradley P. Bolio. This is the prequel novella that follows the main character, really, of the series, Cheda, when she's fighting in these gladiator-type pits. Brad was kind enough to let Dawn know that I wanted to read and review this book, so I will definitely be reading this one here in the next month or so and reviewing it for you guys. But I'm really excited to learn more about what Cheda was up to before the beginning of 12 Kings and Sharakhai. I've done book reviews for both of the books in the series. They're both non-spoilers, so you can check them both out. They will be up in the card symbol and down below if you want to check them out. But yeah, I'm gonna read this one. Next, I was sent the second book in the Dragon's Blade series by Michael R. Miller, Veiled Intentions. The first book is called The Reborn King. In this world, there are dragons, but they have lost their dragon form, so they just look like humans, but they're, I think, bigger than humans are, like more broad, and they live longer, and they have better strength and stuff like that. There are fairies, and there are humans, as well as wizards. In the first book, the Prince to the Dragon Kingdom, his name is Darnuir, he gets mortally injured, and a wizard, unable to save his life, has to destroy his current life, so he gets turned back into a baby, and so he grows up with humans instead of with dragons, and then as he comes of age, he ends up becoming the leader of the dragon population. I really enjoyed that one. I did a book review for it, so I will leave that up in the card symbol and you can check it out. I think I ended up giving it 4.25 stars or something like that, so I'm really excited to see where the story continues in this one, and I just love these covers. I don't know who does them, but these covers are so amazing. I read them really quickly, so hopefully soon I will have this one read as well. I then picked up Being Mortal by Atul Gawande. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. This one explores the medical field in terms of how the medical field has now been able to extend people's lives, but does it really make people's lives better? Is it just prolonging pain, suffering, but under the premise of, you know, living longer and stuff like that, living a very fulfilling and happy life versus living a long life. It deals with some of those topics, and I've heard some really amazing things about this. Actually, the dean of my high school, which high school was quite a while ago for me, but the dean of the high school was saying on Facebook how much, like, that's just explaining my high school is that I'm friends with the dean on Facebook. But he was saying how amazing this book was, so I wanted to pick it up and give it a go for myself. I'm going to be reading this one soon. This is probably going to be my next nonfiction read that I read. I then picked up Outkast, which is the 4th book in the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series by Michelle Paver. This one follows a native boy who is able to communicate with a wolf, and it follows his journeys when he's trying to protect all of these different native populations that are in his Scandinavian-like environment. Michelle Paver has said that the natives in this book are not any specific group of natives, and she really pulls different elements from different native populations around the globe to create these different tribes, and I really enjoy it. It's got a lot of historical elements in it as well as some fantasy elements, so I'm really excited to continue along with the series and read this book. Then there are 2 more after this and I will be done. So then a couple of days ago I was at Costco, so I picked up Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. I had some problems with the first one, but I had a feeling when I read it that I would like the second one more than I liked the first one, and I've also been talking to people that have already read this book and they think that I will like it a little bit more as well, especially because I'm expecting some of those things that I had problems with to continue. Like, I just really do not understand the relationships in this book at all, but now that I know that that's going to really continue into this book, I'll probably be able to like take that and just be okay with that and then move along with the story, because I do really like this world and I do really like the magic system and everything like that, so I really wanted to see what happens plot-wise and world-wise in the sequels, so I'll be reading this one at some point. And the last 2 books in this haul are so exciting. The first one, my dad just randomly gave me this book, and that is going to be Britt-Marie Was Here by Frederick Bachman. I've done a book review for this. I ended up giving this book 5 stars. Frederick Bachman is one of my favorite authors ever, and he is very aware of that because at Christmas he got me 2 other Frederick Bachman books and I was so stoked about those as well. This one is signed, and that's why it's special, because I have a copy of this book already but it's not signed. This one is, and it's got the Mylar jacket and everything, so I'll be able to keep it in very good condition, and I just am so happy to have this because I would never in my whole life probably meet Frederick Bachman because I don't even know if he speaks any English, and he's from Sweden, so I'm not going to see him just walking around. So I'm very happy to have this signed edition of Britt-Marie Was Here. Check out my review if you have not done that already, because this book is absolutely amazing. And the book I'm most excited for in this fall is going to be The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, the leather-bound 10th anniversary edition, which is absolutely gorgeous. It has the gold pages and I love the design, and then in the front it has really amazing end pages, and it has the artwork, that's the American hardcover edition, and then some sketches. That's the UK edition cover. I don't know what that one is, but I like that one a lot. So there are a bunch of different illustrations and it's just incredible. It also has a little chart that is the table of elementic metals so that you can see which metal does what power. And there's a map, and this one is indeed signed as well as numbered. This one is number 859, so I was really happy to have this one and add it to my shelf next to my copy of Elantris that is also leather bound but is not numbered because I was not on top of things and I didn't get that one in time, but I got this one in time and I am so excited about it. So those are all the things that I have gotten since my last book haul. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what you've been getting recently. I've gotten tons of different recommendations on books with deaf main characters as well as different types of manga, so I have a lot of books that I'm on the lookout for, looking for deals and everything like that. But if you have any more suggestions for me, leave them down below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.